Hey folks, Cornell with Mystery Tackle Box. Let's talk about fishing a jerkbait in the summertime. Yep, in the summertime. I know it's a cold water bait, right? Nope, it is certainly not just a cold water bait. Although it's really known to shine in cold water, a jerkbait can be fished anytime. And specifically in the summertime, it's a killer. A lot of the Pro Series, Elite Series anglers are fishing this and killing it in the tournament circuit. So basically they're fishing it really fast. They're picking up their cadence and they're doing really fast twitches and short pauses. We know that in the wintertime, when it's really cold, we're fishing a jerkbait completely different than the way we throw it in the summertime. Really slow, really methodical twitch, pause, long pauses. In the summertime, it's just the opposite. We're basically throwing that jerkbait out here, and specifically I'm throwing the Jenko's Fishing Pursues 110 jerkbait. Just a beautiful jerkbait that suspends beautifully and has great action. I'm launching that Pursues 110 out there and I'm cranking it down and I'm giving it to it. I'm giving a lot of action with very short pauses, trying to get some of those suspending summertime bass to come up and eat. And boy, when they eat, and it's an aggressive bite. And what's great about a summertime jerkbait, I tell you, there's so many different species that attack these jerkbaits, you never know what's going to hit. From walleye to muskie to tiger muskie to any and all kinds of predatory fish. It just emulates a dying bait fish. That's all it is. I'm in a lake that actually has landlocked stripers. I'm just waiting for that striper to whack this thing and give me a run for my money. So yeah, this is a really great technique and a great option to throw in the summertime. I do love fishing a jerkbait in the wintertime, don't get me wrong. Those really slow, long pauses and those really short, methodical twitches. But there's something about the summertime jerkbait bite. You know, we're all used to throwing a soft plastic jerkbait. We throw our flukes and we've got that big old extra wide gap hook on that fluke and it's going in and out of the weeds and around the wood and whatnot, but we can't really throw a suspending jerkbait like this around that kind of cover. It's got those treble hooks. So basically, this is a perfect open water opportunity to throw a bait that gets down a little bit deeper than a soft plastic jerkbait, casts a country mile, and has those treble hooks that basically, if the bass breathes on, it's going to get hooked. So the hookup ratio on a jerkbait is incredible. And not to mention the bite. Boy, when they hit a jerkbait, there's nothing better than feeling that rod just stop and that thing load up and it's on. So yeah, a summertime jerkbait is a very fun way to fish. I am launching this Pursues 110 Jenko fishing jerkbait way out there off a point. I'm just anxious to see what might happen. I've got suspended fish all over me. I'm seeing them letting up on the depth finder, but that's the thing. You never know where a bass is going to be in the summertime. These bass suspend everywhere. So the greatest thing about a jerkbait is you can throw it along these long tapering points, all up along these weed edges by these pads where it straight drops off. Those bass can dart out from underneath those lily pads where they're hiding in the shade to just attack and annihilate a jerkbait. We've got jetty walls, we've got bridge pilings, really shady docks where you can just throw it right up against a shady dock and jerk it right past the shadow line, and those bass will come up and crush it. So by all means, consider throwing a jerkbait in the summertime and you may get into some action that you never would have thought you could. There's no question you can fish a jerkbait all day long during the summertime. Some conditions are better than others. I personally love throwing it in the morning. Here I'm throwing it in a midday situation with this high sun and clear water. It got a little ripple on the water with a little bit of wind, so it makes a good situation in that case, but I love fishing a jerkbait in the summertime in the morning, no doubt. I love my jerkbait setup. This thing is just absolutely incredible. I've got a really great 6'7" medium action, moderate fast taper rod, a high speed reel, super lightweight reel, and 12-pound test fluorocarbon on a high speed reel. So it's really working for me. It's allowing me to get that rod tip moving. It's not so long that I'm slapping the surface of the water, and I'm really giving that Jenko all kinds of action and really fast erratic action. So it's just a matter of time before it gets whacked. If you like these videos and you feel like you're learning a thing or two about bass fishing, go ahead and consider hitting that like button. Definitely leave us a comment, and by all means hit that subscribe button. You're just going to get notified when the next video comes on down the line. Most importantly, be sure to visit mysterytacklebox.com. Go ahead and treat yourself to a Mystery Tackle Box subscription for as little as $15 a month.